Impossible, impossible.
All right, everyone. That's it for today. Hey, man, you gotta do your homework tonight, all right? Get some rest. I mean that. So, how you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed, Coach.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, man, you've been gaining momentum all throughout camp. And it's clear you got the physical gifts to be a really special player.
Thanks, Coach. I'm ready to be a big-time playmaker for this team.
Oh, I know. Bruh, the things you do out on that field, oh man, can you turn some heads. But hey, you gotta remember, there's always another level you can get to. And if you do that, I just know our offense will explode.
Just tell me what I gotta do, Coach.
Well, for starters, you gotta carry yourself like you're the top dog. That means on and off the field. And you gotta prepare yourself that way, too.
I got you, Coach. I haven't put the playbook down. I got it with me right here.
I believe that. We just gotta keep seeing it out on the practice field. Eventually, that'll lead to game day. Hey, man, I'm excited for this season. I know it's gonna be good.
That's what I'm here for, Coach. Let's get out there and make some noise.
Let's do it.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
On first down, Thomas. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Thomas. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A good throw there, and that's what you want to see from a quarterback trying to cement his spot as a starter. Now, worth pointing out, we're expecting to see this group for the first half of this game only, so they'll get a little more run than they did last week.
Yeah, this is kind of the new normal, isn't it, partner? Because we've gone from 4 preseason games to 3. So this is more like the dress rehearsal game, although there are a few teams out there that use...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Thomas.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Thomas off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside.